Hello and welcome back to Galaxy Gardens. My name is Chrissy and here I am with my very foggy meadow. I don't know if you can really tell how foggy it actually is. We've been getting a lot of rain today. Today I figured it's time to do another garden tour. It's officially fall. Today is the 28th of September. First day of fall was last week. I'll show you what the garden looks like because it's gonna look quite a bit different from last month. First and foremost, look at these poor hops. I forgot to mulch them. We're gonna do that for the winter. These two are dead. These two are not dead, but they are fighting against some very nosy squirrels. I don't know what's going on with these two. I'm gonna do an update next year. So as you can see, there's some rope that we want them to grow up. Obviously, it's a bit too horizontal for what we want. So what we want to do is put up a pole and a bit higher. Also, we need to go visit the chickens because I haven't seen them yet today. Somehow, all of the other tropical fruits have been hating the weather and the bananas are just crushing it. Super not getting bananas. This is the best I've seen them look. Really do better in the ground. I personally don't want to bring these bananas back in. I've had them for a few years now and I've talked about it in other videos how much I'm not going to keep them alive, but it's nice to see them healthy and happy while they still can be. Alright girls, hello. Coming in. The girls just absolutely hate it when it rains. Curious what they're gonna do when the snow starts coming. It's good to see you ladies. I haven't seen you all day. Like my socks? So I'm walking around my wet yard without boots. Definite design flaw with throwing the tarps on top of here. Excuse me, girls. As when it rains, it's nice. Oh. Yep. Right there. Let me get around this. I didn't bring my umbrella. Woo. Oh yeah, I'm gonna push this out. Watch out, girls. Yeah, I call that a design flaw. These tarps are coming down. Let's all come down over there. Yeah, a lot of people talk a lot of garbage about a certain big box store that sells chicken coops. But we've really been pretty happy with this one. They weren't too hot in there over the summer. And we had days up in the hundreds. Or at least a humid 95 to 99 degrees Fahrenheit here. So this has been pretty good. Gunther, you doing okay? Yeah, comes a little pale girl. I'm gonna give you a once over when I'm done with this. Oh, good sneeze. Sorry, that was a sneeze break. Of course I dump all that water and they want to drink the dirty tarp water. Alright, I'm gonna clean your coop. Top. The inside's okay actually. Let's see, how'd we do? 5 eggs, good job girls. We got 6 yesterday. 5 today. Can't complain. I can't tell if it's gonna start raining or not, but it has been on and off all day, so I'm gonna bring these eggs in and just go grab my umbrella, just in case. I'll be right back. Oh my goodness. Yo. Just kind of chicken coop to go get my stuff, and look what I found. I threw a wildflower mix here that we were gifted like months ago. Oh my goodness. Is that a cosmos? It's so pretty. Look at that. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna come up. Alright, so I'm back. I got my umbrella, just so happens to match what I'm wearing. Let's go in the garden. Alright, and here we go. Umbrella is going down. Oh my goodness, there's been a lot of changes. Okay, so first of all, asparagus is still going. Ground cherries are doing well. I think it's a total of like 5 plants, which is 5 more than I thought I would get this year. I did have to cut this blackberry, the one next to it, because it was actually coming out like all the way over here. And while I do want a hedge here, I don't really want it to get super out of control. But they're doing very well. That one just is not growing quite as much. These are all the same variety. I don't know what's up. Those ones are doing well. Still in my latest video I posted on Instagram. You'll see these are my beans that I'm going to keep for seed saving. They're not quite at the point where I want to keep the beans yet. They still have some growing to do, and they'll get close to the point of drying. If they were almost ready to be picked, I would have picked them before the rain, but we have some time to go. Moving on over here. Can anybody guess what happened to my kohlrabi? If you guessed cabbage loopers and chickens, you're correct. They're actually doing really well. They're bouncing back. I just forgot to spray these. Well, they're doing okay. We actually have 2, I count 1 and 2 real fennel coming in. I planted so much fennel this year, so I'm happy we're just getting something. And all the rest of this is carrots. We're pretty happy over here. It's been a bit cooler, so they've really started flourishing. You hear the girls yelling in the background, it's because I don't have any snacks for them. And I hate the rain. We've been getting peppers every day. Even these Tabascos. I don't know if you can see under here. Get that to focus a bit. There we go. There's some fatales coming in. Plenty of Scotch bonnets. I just went through like 2 days ago and picked everything. Here, the reapers are even starting to put out flowers. And over here. No fruit yet. They always take a while. What I really should do with them is keep them in a container and move them in and outside, but maybe next year. This bed's still doing good. These marigolds are going strong. You can see here, this little kiwi is doing just fine. All skinny peppers out of here. You can see, let's see if it'll focus. Oh, maybe not. Wow, atomic starfish. Alright, over here, I don't remember what I planted. That one, I believe, is the patty pan squash. I want to say this is a gray zucchini. It's actually starting to put out fruit. This is one of the later ones I planted, so it's not suffering from powdery mildew like took out all the rest of them. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this, but it's like a very pretty plant. I mean, look at it from this side. Isn't that just a pretty plant? It was pretty small for a while, and then this past week it just got ginormous. Hopefully I can save some seeds from it, because I would definitely grow this again next year. Over here we have the potato beds. I've been letting the chickens go through here. You can see varying levels in each one. They've actually been helping me find potatoes that I missed, so I can't complain. I'm gonna have to fill these out. Some more compost, definitely. So I have my Shenandoah pawpaw. She's doing all right. All of the trees, I'll show you the fruit trees. All of the trees have just been loving being mulched. And yes, if you've been paying attention, I did not mulch in here yet. Oh, look at this guy. Poor lady. Oh, got a slug. Come here. Hold on a second. Get the slug off of there. Gross. This one's doing pretty good. This is doing good. Got our first burgundy okra coming in. I need to go get some organza bags. I have some. I just need to bring them outside so I can start saving toothache plant and chamomile seeds. It's just about time. The okra's doing really well. Now my fruit trees did not like the very brief cool weather we had, but the okra's doing fine. This one's good. I've never grown plums and spineless, but I think I'm gonna do that next year. I've only grown the burgundy. I mean, look at that. They're all doing good. They're all putting out okra. Even though they're, you can see down here how close they're actually planted together. Very impressive. I'm getting completely assaulted by mosquitoes right now. The tomatoes are actually hanging in there. I'm still getting tomatoes. Now in previous years, obviously I wasn't able to build anything quite like this, but I was able to grow in containers, and even at the last place I stayed, I had a little pop-up greenhouse. And usually by this time of year, if I didn't have them in the pop-up greenhouse, they'd be like totally dead. But this is a warm September. Even with some of the cool nights we've gotten, and on the last day of fall, I brought in all my fruit trees. The tomatoes are still doing good. I have like 5 bags of frozen tomatoes, and that's just from like the last month. It's pretty good. So just for a closer view, I mean, even on here, on the Mr. Stripey, it's still putting out flowers. The San Marzanos actually took a break. We got a flush earlier on in the summer, and then they just stayed green for a very long time, and now they're coming in again. Oh, you can see my Moon and Stars watermelon just trying so hard. It made its way all the way over here. We're not getting any watermelon. But we did get some blight, and then we had new growth, and I think the blight will end up winning. Honestly, if I get tomatoes for like another week, I'll be happy. Probably the latest I've ever gotten tomatoes was Halloween, and that's using a pop-up greenhouse. You can see my Sicilian saucer. Oh, little better angle there. Another one here. Isn't that a beautiful tomato? Anyways, so yeah, the latest I've ever gotten them is to October. So, I mean Halloween, not October. We're in October almost. So if we get these ones to October without a pop-up greenhouse, I'll be happy. And we have so many tomatoes, so we'll make tomato sauce and salsa and pasta sauce. It'll be good. Those are the maybe not homesteads. A couple small orange jubilees hanging on. It's going all the way over there. So, and this one nasturtium. Very happy. Yeah, these are looking good. These are looking good. The sesame is looking good too. Now remember there was one down here. Let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah, right down there. Let's see if I can zoom in. There we go. So that one is the first one that looks like it's starting to dry. I'm gonna leave all of these on until they dry. They're still growing. They have quite a few sesame seeds coming in. It's just a cool plant to watch grow. And it's good I put it with the eggplant because eggplant doesn't mind some water stress. The eggplant has been flowering, as you can see right there. And it's been putting out some fruit. It's definitely slowing down. I've been very happy with everything we've gotten from this bed. I even had a surplus of eggplant at one point. I just gave it to the girls. And for those who've been following along on other videos, we tried to take out the bees again and they are still there. They're a bunch of jerks. It's not even be. It's getting expensive at this point. I honestly cannot wait for the mosquitoes to go away. Does anyone else like sorrel? I started some by seed this year and didn't have much come up, but I had like 3 plants do okay, and now they've made their own little patch. Yes, there's some grass in here too. It's such a beautiful plant. It's been nice to stir fry with, especially stir frying with these super sugar snaps. I think I picked all of them. There might be one up on here. No, I don't think so. I don't see any more flowers right now either. These ones were good. I believe I planted this super sugar snap at the beginning of August, I want to say. There, everything in here is looking good. I have lots and lots of cilantro that I just topped and it's coming back. Let's see, another sugar snap here. I did plant a bunch of cauliflower and broccoli in here. It just didn't take off. There's some that I missed. A bit past their prime. Oh, this one's a good one. Yeah, so these have been really good. Starting and ending the season with sugar snap peas. I've never been able to grow them before, so I'm very happy. And over here, another marigold. The kale, I just cleaned up a bit. I've been taken from, but it's alive. I don't know what that is. I think I planted cosmos here back in July. Okay. There's one flower head of something that's coming in. So, word to the wise, if you want to plant cosmos, plant it earlier. I have no idea if it likes warm weather or cool weather, but I'm interested to see how it's going to come out. I think it's supposed to be purple. Learned this year that I'm also not going to do these types of brassicas as early as I did. So you live and you learn. So next year what I'm going to do is really put the potatoes here, here, and there. Everything that was in here, I'm going to grow again, but down there. And we're going to move some other stuff around. And here I snuck in some more okra. Really cute. Little tiny okra. This is all Clemson spineless. That's all I had left. Yeah, some radishes. Oh. Some getting ready to be ready to go. Oops. Oh, that's a good one. Let's pull this one. Oh no, you split. Oh. Well, I'll give that one to the girls. I totally forgot I planted radishes here. Back over here, I have some cucumbers I put in. don't think I'll get cucumbers. But it's a nice splash of yellow in addition to this marigold. Okay, so last bed inside the garden is a bit of a mix. So this is where I had some yellow onions growing. Threw in some radish seeds and carrots. As you can see, I have one and one. My lemon balm was doing amazing. I just picked so much of it. Made such good pesto. Came out really good. On this side I have catnip, which I have hanging inside for the little homestead kitties, Scout and Boo. I'm hoping that this lemon balm takes over this bed because we'll have that forever. Okay, last up I'm going to show you some stuff that's growing not in the raised beds, as well as an update about the fruit trees. Over here, there's some pretty sad looking squash. It all got powdery mildew, and then it came back, and now it's got some stuff again. This one I'm surprised didn't die. The patty pan. Here my lavender, which I need to weed a little bit. We've got some flowers still coming in. I'll cut some of that for tea, and then I'm gonna mulch it for the winter. Supposedly they'll survive. This is the last of my green beans. This is a Jade bush bean, and we just went through and picked some. Oh, we missed one. Look at that. That is a good sized green bean. I was learning about string beans last night. I didn't realize that there's beans you had to take a string out of. Literally never noticed in my life. So Jade bush bean, I'm growing it next year. I like it. It grows in pairs. It grows fast, and it's pretty good at fighting away all of the pests. So I'm going to add that to my order list, which I should be able to do soonish. I'm just waiting for the companies to restock for the fall. I have another carrot in here. A couple more kohlrabis, radishes. This is high school radishes. So overall, it's not looking too bad for September. Not that much coming in, but between the hot peppers and tomatoes, I'm pretty happy. We have all the potatoes inside. They're good to go. Getting some eggs. And no complaints. None whatsoever. Just gonna go back to check on the girls. I got my fan club. And they also have no snacks. And that's not really helping their situation. Hi, ladies. Girls, I'm gonna let you out in another hour. I know you want to get out now. It's just as wet out here as it is in there. Actually, you know what? Like, I'm gonna be out here. I don't see why I can't let you out. Yeah, why don't you just come out? I don't care. I can get you back in. Go ahead. It's up to you, Meatball. Get out of there. It's my very efficient method of getting them out of the things. Go ahead and enjoy yourselves, especially you, Miss Bertha. Hey, Clyde. Okay, well, before they tear it up anymore, which I'm sure it's fine, this is a whole area of radishes. Getting ready to go. What I want to do with them is pickle them. So that's why I'm growing so many. Some lettuce that I'm literally not using it because I have lettuce growing out front. And I think that's a Kohlrabi squash. I did a whole line of cucumbers here and they didn't end up coming up. Well, it did come up, which I'll show you right now. Or more sugar snaps. Do I remember what kind these are? No. But they were the rest of what I had. They're doing pretty good. Over here I have Oregon Giants, which actually aren't doing very well. I thought they would do better, given that it's cooling down, but let's see if it focuses. There you go. They're just starting to flower also. Moving along over here with Miss Meatball. Hello, darling. Hello. You gotta move. Thank you. We have the remnants of our squash. We have the remnants of our squashes and watermelons. I'm going to put them in a different location next year. Not because of Meatball. I mean, look at her. She's perfect. A perfect Wyandotte. She's a golden lace Wyandotte. Golden laced Wyandotte. There we go. Covered in dirt right now. But just too damp over here. So I got one tiny pumpkin that was supposed to be a Connecticut field pumpkin, and I have this very tiny butternut squash that got scratched up by something. It's getting close to being ready to pick. I'm waiting for the stem to dry up a bit more, but I like the color that's getting on there right now. And then, what else do we have? Some patty pan that's been constantly flowering, but we haven't got anything yet. Oh, you can see little ones coming in. Those are the first all summer. What else? We got a field pumpkin that was really small. We got one kokuzi. We got one butternut coming in. We have a meatball. What else? This is Black Dakota popcorn, which we actually did get some popcorn off of. Just didn't take the stalks down. I'm letting it serve as a trellis for some cucumbers that I didn't pick. And then over here, you can see the remnants, I believe, also is a butternut squash. Let's see. Here. Let's see. Nice squash flower. And some hiding under there. And a kokuzi. And they've just draped all the way down. So, not like the most confident we'll get more squash, but it was nice to figure out this year where we can and can't grow stuff. And what it looks like to grow in different places. Isn't that right, Meatball? I'll tell you one thing Meatball's learned. It's where to get the best worms. What we're looking at right here is a Bartlett Pear. And while there is some stuff I'm going to spray for and I expect to spray for, this is a Honeycrisp apple, they've really made quite a recovery from all of the beetle damage. You can see there are some spots that are still showing disease, but there's just much more foliage, and it's much more dark green foliage, which I've been super, super happy about. This one we're looking at right now is a green Anjou pear. Now, I don't know if you remember, one of my first videos was picking peaches off of this peach tree, and there's like a lot of red leaves on there. There's Japanese beetle damage, which is still there. And you can see, even just on these leaves, the damage. But it's in much, much better condition. And I haven't done anything with them other than give them mulch. So they're storing more water. We've been watering them too, because this is the first year they're in the ground. I mean, even this Saturn Gold peach, which is a donut peach, yes, there's some damage that's still on there. Let's see if it'll focus. It'd be too small to do that. There you go. Yes, they're still damaged, but it's just, they look a lot healthier. Look way, way healthier. I'm super happy about it. Even over here, I gotta keep my head on a swivel watching the chickens. The strawberries are doing pretty good. They'll need more mulch. You can see some leaves are coming down on the ground or on the ground already. We're just gonna mow over it and dump it to add to this. These ones, look at these. How many runners they're putting out? I gotta clean that up. That's ridiculous. I have enough of this variety of strawberry for next year. We don't need any more runners. But it is good for me to keep in mind next year because I'm gonna have to prune this like all the time. And look at this one. My guy. Why do you need like 5 runners going out? That's ridiculous. That's too many. I didn't expect that. I didn't think these were even gonna be alive. They're doing like so good. Even this one. Hello. This. Go over. What you doing? Yes, we have strawberries coming in. Still. Been collecting them. It's a bit later in the season. And it's not summer, so there's not as much competition. The foxes have left. I think they had their babies and then they left because we have a resident bunny and it's still alive. But really, everything that got mulched was doing very, very well. I'll take you over to the hardy kiwis. And since we're talking about the mulch, look at it. That's all that's left. Not much at all. That's for the garden whenever I get the motivation to go put it in. Okay, I see the chickens made their way back over. They're not around the house, so that's good. Alright, check out this Anna's hardy kiwi. And going up on the wire, we have an extra branch going on here. I'm gonna cut that off. This is the leader. It's looking quite good. Let's give her a little twist. That's so dope. Now down here, you can see, I mean, also just such dark foliage. There's all these extra vines. I'm gonna clip these off in late winter, but for now I'm gonna leave them on because they help promote more root development, right? More leaves, more energy, more growth. Speaking of growth, hello. Anyways, over here we have the male pollinator. Same deal. It has all this stuff down here I'm gonna clip off in winter, but really honestly, look at it. Up and up and up and up. And around town. Just kidding. Around the wire. This one also gonna be a leader. Now there's more, look at this. That's gonna come off. Now there's more pruning I have to do. I'll show you that when we get to that point. But I'm very happy with these. Right, Clyde? Every time I see the chickens like this, it's almost like scattered bodies, but they're not dead. They're very much alive. All right, girls, come on. Come on, let's go. Come on, Clyde. Come on, Meepo. I've got the good girls over there. It's really messing up my mulch, at least on that side. Going. So we got some follow the leader going on. Let's see if it's still effective. Come on. Good girls. Good job. Come on, ladies. Lost a few. Oh, they're still coming. I don't even have any snacks. Come on, ladies. Okay, full disclosure, I have to cheat a little bit. Come on. All right, well, thanks for joining me on this September 2021 garden tour. If your garden looks anything like mine, up here or down here, depending where you're watching from, in Zone 6B, Massachusetts. Let me know how things are looking for you right now. I would really love to have a 4-season greenhouse, but we're not just there yet. We got the garden built this year, we got the chickens, we have our chicken coop. One thing at a time. It'll come with time. I hope everyone has a great week. I will have another video out next Tuesday, and if you subscribe, you'll get the notification faster than when I put it on other social media. Alright, thanks for joining me. Take care. Okay, here's some bonus content. Yes, I had to go grab every single one individually. Got my workout in today. And they're back in. It was my own fault. I have some mealworms coming in, which I use. We don't free range every single day. Our jobs are a bit too hectic for that. They have this huge run. We only have 6 of them. This is like an 8x24 run. But when we do, we'll either bring some snacks in, like these brassica leaves, or some mealworms, but not today. Today, get the good old scoop. Scoop and run. Okay, everyone have a good week. If you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you'll see some updates throughout the week. Otherwise, video next Tuesday. All right, bye.